family. How are you doing? I am Life with Marlene, your channel for all of the Florida life and all of those things. Welcome to today's video, live stream, podcast, whatever you want to call it. I wanted to come on for a little bit and say, hey, how are you gems doing? I hope everybody's. It was muted. It was muted the whole time. I'm so sorry. Hey, everybody. It's Marlene of Life with Marlene. I am your Florida vlogger. And also, I give some motivation, encouragement, all of those things. So, yeah. Thank you so much, Kristen. I appreciate your support and for letting me know because I would have been here blobbing, blabbing, blah, 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 and nobody would have heard anything. The reason for today's topic is, hey, Tamika, how are you? Welcome. I hope you're having an awesome Tuesday. I wanted to talk about this topic, enjoy your life, okay? Because there are so many people that don't. Hey, Miss Betty, how are you? Welcome. There's so many people that don't enjoy their life. There's so many people out there, not because they don't want to, but because they're no longer here. I'm not trying to be negative or dark or anything, but you have another day. And I think that's one of the most wonderful things about life is every day we have a new opportunity, a new beginning, a new start. So what are you going to do with the day that you have? You can't do anything about yesterday or your past, but that was so weird. Everything went black for a second. That was weird. Okay. Hey, Wellness, how are you doing? I appreciate you being here. And I wanted to say to everybody, enjoy your life. There is somebody that wish that they were alive today. There's somebody out here, whether it's on social media, whether it's in your family, it's people that you don't know. Not everybody gets an opportunity to be alive another day. So, hi, Jackson, how are you? So, while we have a new day, enjoy your life. So, whatever that means for you, because what works for me may not work for you. And I wanted to talk about some of those things and how we can enjoy our life more. One of those things is to live in the moment. Don't worry about tomorrow. And, we're human. And of course, we think about what's going to happen next. But make sure you make some time for you. Make sure you take some time out to love your life. Okay. Oh, welcome here, Jackson. Appreciate you. Yes, welcome into everybody. If you could please hit the like, I'd really appreciate it. I wanted to say this because for a very long period of time in my life, from I was young to probably my early 20s, and I spent my life being miserable or chasing after a dollar or chasing after friendships or chasing after what other people thought that I should be. We spend so much time being what other people want us to be that we don't spend enough time being who we were meant to be. Whatever that means for you. Walk in your purpose. Be your best self. Be positive. Be happy. And don't worry about other people. In a world full of people who are fake and phony and drama filled, be you. That message needs to go viral. More people need to learn to be happy with themselves, learn to love themselves. And I believe that's 100% of the reason why so many people are miserable, because they do not make a choice to love themselves. They don't make a choice to follow their own opinions. Like, what do you want to do with your life? And then go for it. Don't wait for anybody. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for a perfect circumstance. Live your life. Okay? That's awesome, Jackson. Giving virtual hugs to everybody, because I always say this all the time. You never know what somebody is going through. You never know what another person is dealing with. And don't think that you have all this time. I remember when I was younger, I used to always think that I had so much time to live this fabulous life, to travel the world, to make up with people, to have all of these things. And the next thing you know, age catches up on you, situations happen to you. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow or next week. And that's why living in the moment, living in your today. And I'm reading a wonderful book by Eckhart Tolle, and it's called The Power of Now, and that's what he talks about. It inspired me for today's topic. Hi, Madison. How are you? Welcome. I hope everybody's doing amazing. I wanted to come and to inspire and to encourage everybody. I know that the end of the year, a lot of people like myself go through some situations, and you feel some type of way about your life. You know, if you had some goals for your life and you didn't do them, you kind of feel some sort of way about yourself and your life. Hold on a second, guys. You feel some type of way about your life, and you wish that you had done certain things. It's never too late. It's never too late to live. It's never too late to forgive. It's never too late to plan and to go for your dreams. The only time it's too late is when you're no longer here. So, to anybody who needs to hear this encouragement today, go for your dreams. Go for what you want. Go for your life, okay? Whatever it is that you want to do. Hey, Eastad, how are you? Welcome. Whatever it is that you want to do in your life, don't think you have all this time. Don't think that people will always be around. Don't think that opportunities will always exist. Learn from me, because definitely when I was younger, I was definitely a procrastinator. And I always thought, I'm young, I have all of this time. Okay, I have all this time. You never think the key people, the people that you really love, you never think that you will ever not have them in your life. I know I didn't. I never thought there would be a day I wouldn't have my mother or my father. Those things never even occurred to my mind. Or I always thought that I was going to always have youth on my side. I always thought that I was going to have like certain things. You don't think about those things when you're young. You don't think about those things when you're inexperienced. You just don't. Hey, Nate, how are you? Blessings to the chat. Yes, to everybody. Happy Tuesday. We never really think about what's what was not going to be. We only think about right now, in the moment, and being happy. Hey, realist, how are you? Welcome. We never think about anything other than just the moment, but we have to think about if you're upset with somebody, okay? If there's somebody you're really angry with, don't harbor that resentment. Forgive them. Not for them, for you. So you don't have it on your heart. So what happens if that person that you have this anger, this hatred against, what if one day you find out they're no longer here? How are you going to feel harboring that resentment, that hatred against them? Are you going to feel good? No, we don't. That's why I said live in the moment, live for today, because that's what's important, everybody. And I'm telling you, based on my experience, when my mother passed away, she didn't go on terms that I would have wished, I wasn't doing what I needed to do as a daughter. I wasn't doing what I needed to do just as a woman, as a human being, and stepping up to the plate and being the woman that she had raised me to be. But I take ownership of that. A lot of people don't, but it's all good. Okay. So the thing about it is you learn a lesson. And today I wanted to come on and speak about that lesson that I learned. I learned that you don't take people for granted. I don't care who it is. Even if it's a pet. It doesn't have to always be a person. There are little fur babies. Don't take anybody that you care about for granted, whether it's your relatives, whether it's a spouse, significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, somebody that you love, you care about, your friends. Don't take anybody for granted thinking they'll always be there. That's what, and especially if you find a good person, don't take that good person for granted. Don't take that good person for granted and thinking, I can treat them anyway. I can talk to them anyway. They're not going anywhere. You kind of think when you're in a relationship, I got them, right? Hmm. Until you don't, until they move on, until they get sick of you, or one day maybe they're just no longer here anymore. So while you have people in your life that you care about and you love them. Well, if you're upset with somebody, speak up about what you are upset about. See, this topic, I wanted to talk about enjoying your life. We cannot get to a space in our life where we're enjoying our life when, number one, we're harboring resentment. And also when we don't learn to forgive ourselves. You know, for a long time, I harbored so much resentment against my own self, like kicking myself, like, why didn't I do that? The shoulda, woulda, couldas. Okay. Thank you so much, Jackson. Have a good day. Um, what did Realist say? I just saw a comment. Okay. Realist says, I concur. I also realize some folk won't fully comprehend this until something drastic takes place. Yeah. Yes, true, Realist. And that's how it happened for me. It wasn't until I got like sucker punched in the stomach, like the worst pain that you can ever feel in your life when you realize that somebody that you love, they're not coming back. Not that they're not with you in their heart, but I mean, they're not with you right there, physically with you. People can be with you in spirit, but it's a different vibration. So that's one of the things that I had to learn, and it taught me a valuable lesson to not procrastinate. Don't hesitate to tell people that you care about. I love you. Don't hesitate to tell people, hey, let's spend some time together. Do that. Don't think you have all this time. Don't think that, oh, I don't have the perfect situation. I can't afford this or that. If you want to make an excuse, there will always be one to make. Yeah, not everyone, just some. Right, realist. Yes, Nate says, live your life and never mind the negative vibes. Okay? And it's true. Live your life. And that's why I wanted to do this topic of enjoy your life, because life is meant to be cherished. Life is meant to be enjoyed. You're supposed to be laughing and having fun, but because of adulting, right? Because of adulting, we're so busy being an adult. You get so busy working and taking care of home. And if you have kids or you're in a relationship, you're so busy in doing those things that we forget to take care of ourselves. Okay. And what Nate said is true. Never mind the negative vibes. There's a lot of negative vibes. Sometimes it's your relatives. Sometimes it comes from the job. Sometimes it comes from social media. And sometimes that negative vibes comes from our own self. I'm not going to lie to y'all. For many years, I was a negative person, because when life happens to you and you get upset about your life, and instead of doing something to make changes, you kind of accept that and think that it can't get any better. See, and that's where mindset shifting comes in. We can't do anything about the past. We can't do anything about other people, but what we can do is Say, this is my life. I'm going to choose to live it with joy. I'm going to choose to do my best. See, it's about you making a personal choice. It's about me making a personal choice. It's about aligning it with your attitude and not letting anybody get inside of your head and telling you what is best for you. You have to know what you want. And I had to be honest with myself. For the majority of my life, I didn't know what I wanted. I all I knew is I wanted good things. I know I wanted to be happy, but I didn't really know what was the direction and the purpose of my life. And until you know the direction and the purpose of your life, you're going to be miserable. He says negativity will be around despite positive situations. The enemy stays busy. Yes, gotta curse him all the time, all the time. And that negativity is something that we have to really pay attention to. We have to pay attention to the negative energy when it's coming from other people, or is the negativity coming from ourselves? Sometimes that negativity comes because you're not setting those boundaries with other people. You're allowing other people to control you. You're letting people take advantage of you, and you're not saying no. You're not doing what you need to do for yourself. So that's one of the things that is important. You need to tell people no when you need to tell them no, and you also need to say yes to yourself when it's time to say yes. And I had to learn from being run over, taken advantage of, that other people are not going to stand up for you and tell you when it's enough. People will keep taking and taking and taking and taking from you until you say no and you mean it. So it's not just enough to say no, but we also have to enforce it. You have to enforce it. It's not just saying no, but when you say no, it also means no because I have a reason. You have to know your why. And that's the thing about this life. Most people don't have a reason why. They're just going through their life. They do not know their purpose. They don't love themselves. And they haven't not let themselves heal from the past. So they're upset with the whole world, and they take it out on everybody that they meet, everybody that they're in a romantic relationship with, everybody they meet on social media, even if you're not trying to. Okay, even if you're not trying to be angry, your attitude will always reflect on how you feel about yourself. Okay, have a good one, Eastad. Your attitude always is a reflection on the way that you treat yourself. So the question is really, how do we treat ourselves? Do we treat ourselves like queens or kings? Or do we wait for other people to treat us like kings and queens? So that was a very thought-provoking question for me. That's something that I was always waiting. You wait on the person you're in a relationship with. You wait for your relatives. You wait for validation from society based on your financial income, where you live, all types of other things. We're looking for validation from those things. And when you're not getting it, so who's going to validate you? It's the reason why people are so stressed out. They're not taking the time to look at themselves and to say, I'm proud of you. You're doing great. Celebrate yourself, everybody. And it's going to be different. You don't have to celebrate yourself with money. It's just talking to yourself and that positive self-talk. I'm proud of you. And I know that there's every single one of us, anybody who's watching now live or watching in the replay, every single person is going through something right now. Every single person. But it's how you choose to take what you're going through and live your life. How do you choose to take maybe negative situations? Maybe sometimes you don't feel good. Maybe your finances, maybe dealing with people that get on your nerves. Maybe you're not where you want to be. But how do you take that and still walk through your life with confidence, still have joy, still have peace? For me, I feel that it requires for us to take time to balance ourselves, to center ourselves, even just a few minutes. Reading some positive reading material is what you feed your mind on. It's who you associate with, and it's giving yourself that permission to take your breaks. I remember seeing a lot of people, and maybe there's still some people, but I don't know that many. But back in the day, people used to be so afraid to take a day off from work. Me? I'll take a day off so quick. My head, let me find a travel deal. I will be, yeah, I can't make it. Nope, I'm not feeling good. And I'm gone. Life is too short to not live it. So, whatever that means for you, if you feel tired, give yourself that permission to rest. Unplug from negative situations, toxic environments. And I just have to talk about social media for a little bit. Being on social media, whether you make content or you don't make content, you're still consuming energies. And there's a lot of people's energy that is not right. Okay? It's some people, and they are characters. They're not who they say that they are. So you got to be careful, because then you start to talk like they talk. You start to take on whatever it is that they have been putting out. So be careful what you listen to. Be careful who you associate with, even online, because it follows you and how you feel about yourself. And it's going to take away your joy. See, social media does affect your mental health. You know, too much scrolling, too much thinking, oh, I want to be like that person, too much thinking about growing numbers and all of these things. Let me tell you guys something. What is meant to be for you will be. What is meant to be for you will be. Who cares about what the numbers and all these things? It's nice. It's nice when the numbers grow. It's nice when the views reflect. But I'd rather have real, genuine people watching my stuff, enjoying it, than a big group of people getting involved with foolishness and drama, with me. That's just me. Maybe I'm different from other people, but I think the most important thing about life is giving yourself the permission to live it. However, it looks like for you. Sleeping in, enjoying a hobby, spending time with your loved ones. For me, it's travel, it's spending time to connect spiritually, and just putting up my feet sometimes. Unplugging, not connecting to what's going on social media, really checking in on how I'm doing. I have to ask myself sometimes, are you okay, Marlene? You should ask yourself that. Am I okay? And be honest with yourself. Sometimes we're not okay. We're so busy, so stressed out, bombarded, upset, and especially during this time of the year, so many people are feeling some type of way about life, which I'm going to get into talking on my next channel in a few minutes. But there's a lot of people who are overwhelmed with life. So I just wanted to come on for a little bit and encourage everybody to make sure you take some time to enjoy your life. Take that travel. Whatever that trip is, your dream trip, your bucket list, it's not out of your reach. See, everything is what we tell ourselves. Like my mentor she's always pounding that into my head. It's what you tell yourself. If you tell yourself you can, you will. If you give yourself a timeline, if you get organized, if you don't waste your money, there's a lot of things that we can do when we organize. We can't do things about other people and how they treat us and how they talk to us, but we can control how we treat ourselves. So whoever needs to hear that message, to all my queens, to all of the kings, treat yourself well. Okay? Hi, Dobby. How are you? Welcome. You have to be careful how you treat yourself. And if you do not respect yourself, nobody else will. You have to respect yourself before others will respect you. And I mean that. I used to wait for people to show up for me, people to give me commendation, people for me to pat me on the back, tell me I'm doing a good job. You have to do that for yourself. So celebrate yourself, you know, give yourself a gift. Spend time with your self care. Focus on your mental health, but you have to do those things for you so that you can enjoy your life. It's nobody's responsibility to make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. And I'm so grateful to be at a space in my life to where I don't need things. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I like nice things. I do. I'm definitely a luxury girl. I like luxury items, but I don't have to have them. That those things don't equate to who I am. And there's a lot of people that find their self-esteem in how much expensive items they have or where they live or the car they drive. Your self-esteem shouldn't be wrapped up in this, or how much people are around you, or your followers. You need to rethink that. You are enough just because you exist. And I want to put out that positive message to anybody who needs to hear it. We don't hear a lot of these messages on social media of loving yourself, respecting yourself, setting boundaries, not letting other people get to you, just being yourself. And who cares who likes you? In um, uh, a social media where everything is trying to put on this persona and trying to pretend. I'm not one of those people. If Marlene is not in the mood, Marlene's not going to come on here. And when I want to cry, Marlene's going to cry. If I want to block somebody, I'm going to block somebody. Yeah, I don't do fake energy. I don't. I try my best to be an authentic person, whether online and offline. And all the people who know me, the person you see right now is the person that you're going to see offline too. I always try my best to be authentic. I try my best to be real. And it's not going to be liked by everybody. And I'm okay with that. Before, it used to bother me. Why don't they like me? Why don't they talk to me? Why don't they support me? That's none of my business. I stay in my lane, mind my own business, and focus on my pursuits. Focus on what is meant to be for me. What is my purpose? What is my light? What has been downloaded on the inside of me? See, that's what I need to work on so that I can be my best. And it's just a suggestion. It's just some encouragement for you all to do the same thing for yourself. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. Don't put things off. If you really want to do something, go for it. If there's something on your heart, believe in it. Believe in yourself. Have confidence. Walk in your purpose. Face your fears. And as a person right now, that even though I'm a pretty private person, but I will say this. There's a lot of things that Marlene does behind the scenes that you guys don't know because I walk in silence. I believe in that 100%. Walk in silence. Just do what you need to do for you, okay? Whether it's pulling back or whether it's putting your foot on the gas. Go for yours, okay? Be happy. Do what makes you happy. And sometimes what makes me the most happiest is getting rid of negative energy, is getting rid of toxic people, drama, okay? I don't do drama. I don't do people who treat other people like garbage. I'm gone so quickly. One thing that I do not like is somebody who does not respect other people's boundaries or calls people out their name. There's no need for that. If somebody isn't your cup of tea, just leave them alone and move on. Go about your way, you know? But not everybody is mature. It's a lot of little boys and little girls running around on social media and in real life. Some of them are your relatives. But what I had to learn is I had to learn to speak to myself and tell myself, you get one life. And in this life, you need to do what you need to do to make yourself happy. You need to do what you need to do to keep your peace. You need to do what you need to do to keep yourself healthy. And that means take your stress down. That means unplugging. That means pouring into myself. That means reading things that elevates my mindset and raises my vibration. Those are the things that it's not optional for me because I respect myself. And one of the things that we have to do, everybody, we have to, it's not optional. We must take care of ourself. Whatever that means for you. For sometimes this could be right now. You may have to be focusing on how you can do better financially. Some people it's taking care of your health. Some people it's connecting spiritually so that you don't go and choke the mess out of somebody, okay? It's whatever you need to do for yourself. But one thing I have to say is this channel is dedicated to how I live my Florida life. And wherever you live in this world, live your life on purpose, with peace, stress-free, okay? The only time we get stressed is when we allow things to stress us. Take your power back. Don't let anybody stop you. What is meant to be for you is meant to be for you, and don't let nobody stop it. But it's hard. It's hard to continue to deal with people on a regular basis because let me tell you, people are annoying. Whether it's social media, whether it's your relative, friends, people are annoying, okay? But don't let anybody tell you how to live your life. You have to have your own focus. You have to know your own personal worth. You have to know what you deserve and then go for it. Don't wait. I wish that I could get some years back when I was younger. I really do. I wish I could get some years back and go back in time and make different decisions when I was waiting for people to love me, waiting for people to support me, waiting for people to respect me. We have to learn to respect ourselves. You have to respect yourself first before other people will respect you. You set the standard. You train people how to treat you. And if you don't respect yourself, if you don't start doing things for yourself, there's nobody who's going to say, go ahead and go for it. It's only a small percentage of us that have some real true people that love us, your circle of love, that will say, go for your dreams, go after it. You can do better. I'm proud of you. And you have to hear those things. And if you don't have those things in your relatives, some people call them family, but I say relatives. If you don't have people around you that encourage you, support you, fortify your mind, and bring you peace, you have to go and look for that circle. That's what I had to do because I didn't have it around me. I had to find, I had to find a mentor. I had to find a therapist. I had to find people that were going to feed me what I needed. If you don't have it around you, you got to look for it. You know why? Because you deserve it. And until you think that you deserve a better life, you're going to keep making decisions that prove otherwise. Until I learned that I deserved it, wasn't going to be until I stopped letting people run over me. I learned to say no. I said, no, I don't want to go to those things. I say no to things that I can't afford. No to things that I don't like. No to things that I don't support because I love myself. And until you learn that, learn to love yourself, learn to speak up, learn to leave, okay? You deserve it. And that's what I wanted to come on here to say. Enjoy your life. Life is too short to not live your life on purpose and with purpose. And to anybody who is going through something right now, which I think is everybody, forgive yourself. It's something every once in a while, maybe every 3 or 4 months, I will look at myself in the mirror and I tell myself, I forgive you for X, Y, and Z. I forgive you when you doubt yourself. I forgive you when you fear. I forgive you when you're not the nicest. I forgive you when you hesitate, procrastinate. You have to forgive yourself for those things and then allow yourself to move on. Life is too short to not live it. And that's what I do on this channel. I try my best to live my life, and I'm looking forward for you guys seeing some things coming down the pipeline for this channel. And I think that it's going to be amazing. I look forward to it. So before we get into 2025, I know watch January 1st, people are going to say new year, new life, and they're going to be talking about goals. And now I'm going to do this. And don't wait until January. Why wait 3 or 4 weeks? Start today. If you want to do something, go for it. Write it down. Make a plan. Put an end date on it, and then go for it. Until you make a decision to go for your dreams, you're always going to sit on them. So I wanted to say that because it took a lot for me to go through, I didn't come from a supportive relatives. I didn't come from a lot financially. I've said it many times before. My parents were immigrants. We didn't have much. I came from a big family, but that didn't mean that I had to limit my dreams because of my finances. I made a decision. I said, I'm going to be a college graduate, and I did. I said I was going to start my business, and I did. I said I was going to have 5 monetized YouTube channels. I'm not there yet, but I'm almost there. I have 3 channels that have channel memberships. 3. So I feel like when you set your goals in your life and then you go for it, if you fail at things, it's okay. Some things are just not meant to be for us. But don't give up in trying. At least you can say, at least I tried. At least I went for it. At least I tried my best. And for me, I feel like that's what counts. That's what counts at the end of the day. Going for your dreams and accomplishing them. So I thank you guys so much for tuning in. Shout out to all my amazing mods. Shout out to my channel members. Boss Life Online, Sirius S. A Virgo from Georgia, Dave's Adventures, Heather Hunter, who else? I'm missing one person. Oh, Miss Nexie, Puzzle Pieces. Thank you guys so much for your support month after month. Shout out to all my amazing mods, and connect to them if they have channels, okay? Because I couldn't do this channel without my supporters, and I have great supporters, and I thank you, and I thank you. Thank you for supporting me on this channel. It encourages me when I see people watching my videos, and then they'll tell me, like in the comment section, or they'll send me an email message saying what you said so and so. It helped me to make changes in my life. That's what I live for. I don't know if you guys know, but I went to school and I took a course, and I am now a life coach. So I do that now because it's taking me one step closer to my next goal, which you guys will find out soon. And then I have another goal, and I have another goal, because I'm purpose driven. I believe in every person has a purpose, but you got to kick your own self in the butt and say, I deserve to have it. I deserve to fight for my dreams. I deserve to live my best life. And I want to lead by example. And I want to show anybody, no matter what you've been through, no matter what you have, no matter who has left you, you can always start again and again and again and again until you win. So go for it. Your blessing is right around the corner. Okay? Your miracle is right there, but you got to reach out and try to take hold of it and grab it. What is meant to be for you is meant to be for you, and nobody can stop it or take it away. Nobody. People can try. People can try to dim your light. People can try to be like you. People can talk about you, But what nobody can do is stop what God has for you. What God has for you, nobody can stop. Okay? Hi, Mister. How are you? Welcome. What God has for you, nobody can stop. Okay, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm going to go over to my other channel and do another topic. I'll see you guys on the next one. I really appreciate every single one of you. I thank you so much for your support. I hope everybody's doing awesome. I just wanted to come on and encourage you guys and tell you, live your best life. Okay? Bye, guys.